Jerry Jones says he would like to have a quarterback controversy. This is pretty insane. Oh, we got the audio here. Take a listen. And reporters were like, wait a minute. Are you saying you would actually encourage it? I think here's the deal. If you want a quarterback controversy, it's only because Cooper Rush plays outstanding, right? And if that's the case, then it's only good for your team. You have two guys who could play as well as Dak does at the top of his game. You could trade one. You could have a backup in case Dak does continue to get hurt. I mean, I think if you look at it from that perspective, it's not that insane, is it?
No, I guess I understand the idea of, sure, you want your quarterback to play really, really well over these next few games to the point where it makes you think, wow, this guy's good enough to be my starter. Like, yes, saying it and the way he said it, and I don't know, because now we're talking about it. Zeke's talking about it in the locker room. We're probably going to ask Tank about it here in a few minutes, and I don't know how much, like, if you're Jerry and you, like, want Dak to be your guy, like, for the big long term, is like, how does Dak take this? I don't know. I mean, it's obviously far-fetched, and you'll hear it in his voice here in a minute when we hear him. He's like, I can't, like, I'm not going to say I think this is going to happen. Like, don't get me wrong.
Teams usually try to avoid quarterback controversies because it can be a distraction, but here is Jerry courting it earlier today.
So you'd want that? You'd want that controversy?
Of course I would.
Okay.
Of course that means we'd won. If it comes in there and played as well as Prescott played, Rush played that well over these next games ahead, I'd walk New York to get there.
Do you think he can do that?
Well, I don't know that, but I would. You can't find on record where I said I thought Dak Prescott could do it when he stepped in and had the chance to do that, but he did it.
Yeah, we've seen Cooper Rush try, though. That's the difference. It's been several years since Cooper Rush came into the league. He has some opportunities in preseason and two in regular season and never looked close to what Dak was at the top of his game. Brian, where are you at with this? You're sitting over there shaking your head and smiling.
Man, I'll tell you what. My man, he is all about that, getting his name out there, all about getting his team out there and creating that controversy. Yeah, it was just like a week ago he was talking about Dak being back in 2 games.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I mean, what's going on over there? But hey, that's what Jerry does. I mean, I did get some updates on Dak. He's 10 days out on this on the surgery, and the wound is healing really, really well, and the motion is really, really good for where they want it. And so once that motion and then that swelling goes down, then he'll be able to work on the grip strength stuff, and that's kind of the kind of things they're talking about. Healing, the motion, and then they could work on the grip strength. But he better hurry back or he's going to lose his job to Cooper Rush, according to the general manager.
I just love that Jerry's telling coaches and players, like, listen, everything you've been told about avoiding distractions your entire football career, that's nonsense. That's other teams being uptight. What we're doing here is courting attention and raising money. Those people, they just don't get it. And Jerry doesn't see the connection at all that his preference for courting attention like this just might be a part of why they can't put it all together. He refuses to connect those two, and instead he'll tell his quarterback, he'll tell his head coach, yeah, sure, I'm acting like maybe your job could be threatened. And everybody else in the NFL will be like, oh my God, I can't believe we're doing that. But those people are wrong. I'm right. And trust me, I'm not just doing it for the money. I'm doing it because, those people don't really get it. And I guess only Jerry could sell his entire organization that that's okay, Brian. What do you think?
I don't know, man. To me, I wouldn't, where he was talking today was right by where the media hangs out.
Yeah.
So Jerry had to go that direction.
Sure.
To make sure that he got his point.
He did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, but he did the Mike McCarthy thing on purpose. That clearly offended and insulted him.
Sure. I don't think it's necessarily the right thing to do myself. I mean, if you want to, with Dak in that situation, if Dak is, and Jerry, I'm just trying to think about, do you think Dak is honestly looking over his shoulder at Cooper Rush?
Hell no. No.
Okay, then why even say what he said? Why even bring
to get the clicks?
I'd walk to New York. He already gets the clicks.
I'm maintaining our presence as the most visible pro sports team in all the world.
Oh, he's saying, I'm sorry, Cooper Rush is boring, but here, let me. We need a quarterback controversy here. I just don't. Again, I understand the clicks and all that stuff like that, But he went out of his way.
He did.
To go make that happen today. Where he did that press conference was right by where the media has their place, where their little office over there.
Yeah, it's rare that Jerry's going to get caught by the media unless it's a scheduled event, unless he intends for it to happen.
He's going to have to come down the elevator. He's going to have to walk over that direction, unless he was over there. I came from the Star this morning. They had a lot of things going on. I don't know, was Jerry speaking to some group over there? But where he showed up with, he seeked them out.
It would be awesome if Cooper Rush would play like that, though, and they could trade Cooper Rush for 2 1s.
Oh yeah, we get in the fantasy world here.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush is a monster.
Goes. Wait a minute. Now.
Yeah,
Cooper Rush
goes off. You trade him for 2 1s.
We get a quarterback injury in the next 2 weeks on a contender, and they're like, you know what? Who's going to save the day? It is Cooper Rush.
Jeez.
Yeah, who's lining up first?
Super Rush. They look at him like a superhero. He's Cooper Man.
Okay.
They got a great chance to win, though. Cowboys do with
yeah.
Cooper Rush playing quarterback. They do. If
Especially
you look at the
this week.
Giants, you look at the Giants.
Giants are
just
pathetic.
really strange for Jerry to do what he did.
Cowboys +3 was the bet of the
He
year.
put a little sauce on it today, didn't he?
Oh, he put a little sauce on it. Yeah.
Gasoline on the fire.
Yeah.
And walked away from it.
Got him
Smoking
talking.
a cigarette while the fire blowing behind him.
Yeah.
Well, my job is done here.
I think on the way home, he rung up Stephen Jones, was like, "Hey, Stephen,
Did you check the Twitters?
Google me."
Google me. Well, it got to the point where even I think it was Machota that asked the questions like, "You really mean what you're saying here?" Kind of thing? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I'd walk to New York. I'm like, okay, whatever.
That's,
man.
when he says something like that, he wants it to be a headline.
Hell yeah, he wants it to be a headline.
And kudos to Machota, who it wasn't like, okay, it's not like, okay, you want your quarterback to be really good. It's like he used the word controversy in the question, and Jerry's like, yes. Like, I want the controversy. And that's what makes it even more so, because it's not like, oh, you want your backup quarterback to play well or as good as Dak. Like, obviously, it's like you want there to be a controversy where we're all screaming at each other, Team Dak versus Team Cooper in a month.
Yeah, no, that would be insane, and Cooper Rush would have to play incredibly well. Yeah, the problem is too many fans will believe Jarrah's BS, says the 254. Well, you really have to pay attention to how he said it. He said if Cooper Rush plays incredible, then he would like that. Yeah. What NFL team wouldn't want to have 2 Pro Bowl caliber quarterbacks sitting on their team? You'll gladly put up with a little bit of controversy to have it.
Call Cooper Rush a Pro Bowl quarterback?
Well, if he would play like Dak did. That's what Jerry's saying.
Well, you hope he didn't play like Dak in week 1. That's
not week 1 Dak.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah.
I think he meant 2016 Dak, to be honest with you.
Did you?
Yeah.
You should have qualified that then, maybe. Yeah.
If he played like Dak did when he took Tony Romo's job, then we'd have the second quarterback controversy of Dak's career should just be on the other foot.
But even Mr. Positive Jerry, when they press him on it for a little bit, he's like, no, I didn't say I think this is going to happen. Like, he knows this is as far-fetched as anything you could ever wish for as Mr. Positive.
Yeah. He went out of his way for that one today.
You don't think Dak is looking over his shoulder? Bah-ha-ha, says the 817. Think again. Every game the Cowboys win without him makes Prescott more nervous. Prescott is not Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Okay?
A lot tougher mentally.
He's all man.
Guy. Yep.
He's not going to get all freaked out about
Baja,
something like
back
that.
to you, too.